Hey guys, I'm about to show you what I've been working on for the past week, but mostly a lot of updates today. So I've been at this for, I don't know, 16 hours now, other than a couple hours break for making dinner for my son, so I'm a little tired. If this gets kind of rambling, that's why. But I'm going to show you the new um, dynamic style gallery that I've been working on. So you can see here, this is a style I designed tonight. And you can see that it's a slightly nicer interface than what we usually see for a lot of the Store Locator Plus stuff. I think it's imperative we have a much better user experience out of the box. For our customers, this will help us attract market share for Store Locator Plus and also give us the best foot forward for launching my Store Locator Plus venues. So I'm going to show you a little bit of the back end interface. So this is what a typical customer will see. Let me switch this to a size that will fit the screen better. So here's the Experience View tab, and this is going to replace that drop down for the Style Gallery. That still works. This still works, but by default it's just set to a gallery style, which is set up here. And this is what we want to use now, and this is what most of the new customers are going to have by default. So you can see here, this is pulling directly from the Store Locator Plus server a list of all the different styles that are available. And you can see it also promotes my SLP and WP SLP. I'll show you how that works in a minute. So one of the nice things here is I can just come over here and pick any one of these, select it. That's all I need to do is activating that. And now if I come back here and look at this, here's my red version of that with a different layout. So it's super easy for customers to kind of get a preview of what's going on, what they're going to get with a little screenshot there. If they click actually on those images, they'll go to a detailed page that shows more about it. So this is a basic one I've done. And of course they need a little bit of refinement, but I think these are a lot nicer than what we've had before. So now let me show you kind of the other side that feeds this. This is something that's running on the Store Locator Plus server, and I'm going to create a new theme now. There's two parts to it, so this is kind of for Devrix and the team there, as well as for other people that are interested in building styles. But I'm going to go in here, and I've already created a couple of these. I'm going to take this blue theme here, and I'm going to duplicate it to make a new one. And we're going to, let's say, call this green. So this is just creating a post on our server. So I'm going to give it a new destination URL there. And you can see we set all of the layout stuff here now. This is no longer part of the CSS files. We can take any option that's a smart option in Store Locator Plus and load it in here, and it'll automatically populate it for the users. Right now I'm just doing default layout stuff in here, and I'm going to leave this all intact because I want the same layout, but one thing I am going to change is the CSS file. And I'm going to make this a green one. And what this does, Mario, so you know, is this is going to read a minified CSS file, and it's going to drop it in line. There's no more CSS style sheets. It's all in line. It's a lot faster. It pulls it from the database. And in order to build those, I'm using a separate plugin that I'll show you in a minute. And I've done that instead of doing the minified CSS right here in the text box. So it's easier to build with my IDE tools. I think that's going to be better all around, so we can use things like Sass and SCSS building. So I've got this theme all ready to go. It would actually show up if I come over here and reload this page. I don't want to do that yet because I want to pull in a new CSS file. So I'm going to switch over here and show you how I'm going to do that really quick. This is in my IDE. I'm going to just, the style gallery repo is the one we're using. You can pull that up on Bitbucket. And I'm going to just create a new SCSS file here to generate the minified CSS. And what it does is this prefix left for green is what that CSS file is going to read. It's actually Style Gallery sitting on that server, and it's going to pull from the directory of Style Gallery and try to match that file. If it can't find a match, it will just load default. So here's the green one. I'm just going to change my CSS variables, and I'm going to make this some probably weird shade of green. This is why colorblind people don't do graphics. So that's going to be a green. It's generating a minified file, so that's ready to go. And I'm going to push this up to the repo so that we can pull it onto the server. get to my commit here. Commit. Left or push it to the repo. I'm going to jump over to the live server. Should be ready. There it is. Okay. So now that's all set to go. It's going to be part of this new directory over here. So if I go onto my directory here, you can see this is the one I had created before. This is how it's going to read that file. Now, of course, security is caching everything for us, which is great. Makes the performance a lot faster. I need to clear that cache before it will read it. All right. So all that's done. All the development work's done. It only took me a few minutes there. Now I'm going to come in here. This is my test box. And this is live. This will be live immediately to all users. They don't have to update the software. Anything we publish will be there. And here's that new green theme. I could put a little image up here, which I'll do later, right in the post. That's all I need to do, and it will update that content. So I activated the green theme there. And if I just visit my test site, you can see it's green. So that's how easy it is to create new style sheets. No CSS, editing of inline headers, and all that sort of wonky stuff. It's just create a post, set whatever settings we want, ready to go. So that's it. That's what I've been working on. Of course, there's a lot of other stuff that's coming, like Premiere-only themes that will validate Premiere subscriptions, being able to set JSON map styles in here. We'll also be able to do option settings out of the box. So for our customers that say, hey, I want to be able to search by a specific state, instead of telling them the 27 settings and what dials to turn and what settings to turn it on and off, we'll be able to tell them, especially for Premiere customers or MySLP customers, click this button, it will auto-configure everything for you. That's all going to be done through the same interface that we have here. So it's actually a pretty powerful system based on the REST API. It's wired into the base Store Locator Plus plugin, and it has intelligence about all the premium add-ons and my Store Locator Plus. So that's what I've been doing. So hopefully this will bring us up to the next generation of Store Locator Plus and help us kind of knock this out of the park later this year. All right, guys, thanks for all your help. Bye.